Right, we're in Nottingham, which is the centre of the wargaming world according to certain wargaming companies. We're part of the Britcon show, and we're doing Lard Workshop, which will be 18 fantastic games, all dedicated to Two Fat Lardies rules. Years ago I used to be a competition gamer. I'm sorry I have to admit it, stand up in certain clubs. But as I matured and the competitive killer instinct dropped, I started playing Two Fat Lardies rules, and I fell into the world of Lard. But because I played competition games, they asked me would I be interested in running a Lard Workshop at what is predominantly a competition show. As they were interested that we have both great games, and if you will see the tables later on, some fantastic tables. So we put the two together, and I agreed to run a Lard Workshop. Richard Clarke from Two Fat Lardies said, yes, I'd like to be involved, and from there it all took off. Yeah, what stood out is the number of people who've turned up who've never played a Lardy game before. Lots of these Lardy days tend to be about 30 to 50 entrants. We have 82 people here playing Lardy games, and over half of them have never played a Lardy game in the past, which means that we're bringing new people into the circle of Lard, and just to see some new people enjoying the games that the rest of us have loved for a long time is fantastic.
And are you hoping to do it next year? Is there been enough interest from BGA?
I guess that depends who you ask. If you ask me, yes. I've asked everybody in the room, all who seem to be really, really keen to do it again. If you ask my wife, she'll say never in a million years.
Lardy Games Days are actually nothing to do with me at all, but people in the Lardy community decide that they'd like to have a Lardy Games Day where they live or where their local club is, and then they say to me, will you come along and put on a game? And I go, yeah, all right. So to be honest with you, my knowledge of what happens behind the scenes is totally minimal. I've got no idea at all. I basically just turn up when I'm asked to do so and put on a game and then go home. So my ability to comment on how these things are run is limited. But what I will say is there's a whole range of Lardy Games Days available across the UK, but also online. We've got a virtual Lard coming up in the next month, which is going to be very popular. We've got people there turning up from Australia, South Africa, Canada, other countries, America, Germany, all those funny foreign climes. And it's great because we get a real melting pot of people in there playing the games. But we're just talking to a gentleman from Australia who's come along today, and a couple of guys from Sweden, and really thinking of what games days we've got. Everything from Exeter all the way up to Edinburgh. Not alphabetically, because that would be a fairly restricted list, but and everywhere, all points of the canvas in between. And in fact, I'm just in the process of planning a Lardy Games Day down in Canberra, where I'm going over in January. So we're starting to see them all over the world, and I know Lard America, whose colours I'm wearing at the moment, run their own Lardy Games Days there as well. But here in the UK, what tends to happen is that somebody, be they in Evesham, or be they in Bristol, or be they in York, or wherever, Bedford, will decide that they want to run a games day. Often they'll ask me to come along and put on a game. Today my colleague Nick's putting on a game, as is Sidney. And really it's just an opportunity to get together with like-minded gamers. There's nothing too clever about it. Some people put in a huge amount of preparation, as has happened here today, which I guess with 80 people that needs to happen. Some people are rather more relaxed about it. They just get a list of people together, and when they turn up on the day they go, what do you want to play? And that's where we'll go. And the nice thing is they're all different, and they've all got their own character, so it's a joy to go around and see different people in the community and playing different games and having different setups. You know, sometimes we'll go for a curry, sometimes we'll go for a different curry. There's always a few beers involved. Sometimes we'll be in a public house afterwards. So it's a good opportunity not just to play games, but also to get together with people in the broader hobby community and just chew the fat and have a good time. I think the big emphasis, as I said at the start of the day, was enjoying playing games with other gamers. We're not here looking to... It's not a big competition environment, which used to dominate the hobby hugely. This is a lot more about people enjoying games, win or lose, and having a laugh with other people. And I think that's the core of what we've been trying to do as a company, and it's nice to see other people picking up the baton and running with it, although not in relay.